We're so glad that you clicked on this particular video for our tour of the wonderful Riverside Ravel as we cruise on the River Rhône in France. Here we're going to share our own real-life experiences. Good or bad, it's going to be a joy to watch. Sounds a bit dramatic, but there are some real gems in here. Hey, my name is Mike and I've been on YouTube for just a short while now and published a growing number of luxury cruise related videos. If YouTube is your bag and you want to learn more, consider hitting the like and or subscribe buttons and let's continue our journey together. As always with our videos, we love to introduce all ships with a few stats. And as you can see, Ravel carries a maximum of 110 guests with a crew of 80. That's a passenger to crew ratio of 1.37 to 1, almost one crew member for each passenger. So let's start with our embarkation. We arrived at the ship in Arles as the original departure port of Avignon was flooded and the river was too high to navigate. Anyway, it was fine and we boarded the beautiful Riverside Ravel with ease. Check-in took place in our suite, which made the whole process very straightforward. First impressions, very good. Let's start our tour right here in the lobby, which is the central atrium of the ship and a great place for on-the-go refreshments. You have a cooler with bottles of still and sparkling water, coffee and tea making facilities, plus there's always cookies and pastries and a bowl of fresh fruit. A really lovely touch. This is also where you'll find the entrance to the dining room, right next to guest services and the shore excursions desk. As we continue to walk around the lobby, you'll find umbrellas to use if it's raining, plus screens posting daily information about activities and other information. This is also where you'll find the elevator, which operates between decks 2 and 3. On this 4-deck ship, there's also a winding staircase down to the Waterside Restaurant on deck 2, which is the main dining room, offering breakfast and lunch buffets and an a la carte dinner each evening. The cuisine in the restaurant is fabulous, but more of that later. We're now going to take a look at our assigned suite number, which was 229 on deck 2, the Seahorse deck. This is a Melody suite, and ours was right at the back of the ship. The big benefit of this is that you keep up your steps with over 200 each time you visited the suite. We would rate this suite as small, petit or bijou. It's perfectly adequate for a 7-day cruise, but at just 18 square meters it is tight. There's a comfortable king-size bed, but unlike other suites on the ship, it does not face the window. We have a separate video on the Ravel suites, and I'll leave a link to this in the description below. A quite conventional layout sees the entranceway with ensuite shower room to the right and a small wardrobe on the left-hand side. The decor is not too contemporary, with walnut and antique gold colour furniture, champagne shimmering curtains and a grey carpet with charcoal highlights. The comfortable king-size bed has plenty of storage under for suitcases and excess luggage. There's a dressing table with a small under-counter fridge and also a pull-out drawer for glasses, etc. The suite also features a Julius Meinl coffee pod machine and Voxbox charger for your audio devices. There are plenty of power outlets. We counted 6 in total, both European and US 2-pin outlets. A big plus are the 6 USB charging outlets in the suite, 2 above each bedside table and 2 by the dressing table. Seating beside the fold-down table is a stylish dark green velour tub chair and a regular chair for sitting at the dressing table. There's a huge mirror behind the dressing table plus a magnifying mirror for makeup. Storage in the suite is adequate for a short voyage, consisting of double wardrobe and full-length mirrors. Inside is a spacious area with plenty of hangers and 5 shelves, one of which includes a personal safe for your valuables. Whilst there's no balcony with the suite, nor in fact any of the other suites on Ravel, there's an electronically controlled panoramic window which gives you a large floor-to-ceiling view of the river, but does not take up any space within the suite, unlike many other cruise lines which have balcony mechanisms that impinge on the space within the suite. The ensuite shower room features a small vanity sink and a lovely shower with easy-to-operate rainhead shower and a flexible wand. Toiletries are by Natura Bise of Barcelona, which included a hand wash, bath and shower gel, shampoo and conditioner, plus a body lotion. The ensuite included a hairdryer, a small drawer for storage, illuminated mirror and a magnifying mirror for shaving and makeup. It was quite a tight space, but no smaller than a Princess Grill shower room on an ocean ship we sailed on recently. Technology in the suite included a 43-inch LG TV with access to TV channels and a wealth of on-demand movies. Wi-Fi was free throughout the ship and uses a SpaceX Starlink system where we averaged about a 20 megabytes per second download speed, so pretty good actually. The next one is a real biggie for us, and that's the dining on board. So there are 2/3 dining options on Ravel: the Waterside Restaurant, which is the main dining room, the Bistro and the Vintage Room. The main restaurant is the Waterside Restaurant on Deck 2, which is open seating and serves breakfast, lunch and dinner. There are plenty of tables for 2s and 4s, plus a few larger tables in the centre of the restaurant. The breakfasts are amazing, with a superb buffet in the kitchen area at the end of the restaurant, plus the option to order freshly cooked omelettes, eggs, etc. etc. Eggs Benedict was a favourite of ours, plus there is ample choice of all kinds of fruit, breads and healthy options like granola, juice shots and smoothies. There's an equally impressive choice of foods at lunchtime, with daily carving and a pasta station, and then dinner features a la carte award-winning regional dishes. Absolutely brilliant. The food on board was some of the best we've ever experienced whilst cruising. So good. And the selection of included wines was second to none. This cruise in France featured an amazing selection of regional French wines, including the famed Châteauneuf de Pape, Viviers and plenty of Côte de Rhônes. Just outside the Palm Court Lounge on Deck 3 is the ship's second restaurant, a casual venue called the Bistro. Everyone is offered the chance to eat here in the evening for a delicious tapas dinner, at least once per cruise. You can also get a casual breakfast or lunch here with snacks available all day long. In the bistro area, you'll also find foods like cheese and ham, cured meat, salads and pastries, plus a daily cake creation. A great spot for an ice cream and an array of teas or coffees, plus handcrafted milkshakes, or even a bubble waffle. Right next to the bistro bar area is the Vintage Room, which is an intimate private dining venue for elegant wine-pairing chef's table dinners. Seating up to 10 guests, it's available at additional cost, and at the time of our cruise was available at €295 per person. Next up are the public spaces and bars. Deck 3 is where you'll find the Palm Court Lounge, which is located towards the front of the ship, and this is the go-to place for pre-dinner port talks and for that special cocktail or drink before or after dinner. A lovely contemporary space with soft, warm furnishings. The lounge is one of our favourites, and on Ravel it has floor-to-ceiling windows that extend into a cleverly designed intricate glass ceiling that lets the light stream in. A central, well-stocked bar commands the lounge, with comfortable sofas and tub seats for all guests and tables of 2, 4 and 8. The colour scheme is soft and relaxing, with a soft aqua carpet with tobacco and cream tints. It's where pre and after dinner entertainment takes place, and there's a small dance floor in front of a grand piano. A pianist plays a selection of soft music throughout the evening. During our particular voyage, we experienced many port talks and next day activities given at 6:45 each day by the shore excursions manager. These were always very informative and never too long. On the entry wing to the lounge, you'll find a quiet area which offers a small selection of library books to use during your cruise. One of the things we loved was a fun cocktail making class on board, and we're certainly impressed with the cocktail offerings on Riverside Ravel, which has a huge botanist bar menu. On Deck 4 is the Sun Deck, which is a large open space, just wonderful for relaxing and taking in the views of the river. Here you'll find there's a wide range of comfy seating, including a table area which is used for dining when the chefs offer a delightful barbecue lunch or dinner during your cruise. And then there's the fabulous Vista Bar, which is open for cocktails and other drinks, with the attentive staff offering drinks to savour whilst enjoying the stunning views of the river. At the very front of the ship on deck 3, just outside the Palm Court Lounge, you have a nice little seating area and the wheelhouse. With its open bridge policy, you can go in and check with the navigation team and even chat with the captain. We often discussed the fine wines of the Rhône whilst we were there. We were on the all-inclusive plus shore excursion package, which we would highly recommend. And while there were a number of shore excursions available, they seemed mostly to be walking tours of nearby towns and villages. Highlights for us included cheese and wine tasting, truffle hunting with dogs, and a visit to the famous Cité du Chocolat run by Chocolatier Valrhona for chocolate and wine pairing. We also enjoyed our visit to Avignon and our tour of the Pope's Palace, but it was surprising that none of the tours featured the famous Bridge of Avignon. The ship has a small fitness centre on board, which features a lot more equipment than you might see on other river ships, with lots of dumbbells, exercise balls, yoga mats, a rowing machine bench, foam rollers and a running machine. Next to the fitness centre is the spa area, with a therapist offering massages, facials and other treatments. For those who fancy a swim whilst on their cruise, that's no problem on Ravel. At the rear of the ship on deck 3 there's a small resistant swimming pool where you can swim against the current for some much needed exercise. There are some lounges for relaxing, changing rooms and plenty of towels. Ravel also carries a fleet of bikes, including e-assist bikes for you to use whilst in port. There's a chargeable laundry service available on board, and you request this through your butler. But there's also a self-service laundry room down on deck 1, right next to the gym, and it has a full array of washing machines, dryers, ironing board and detergents. We've not seen this brilliant setup on any other river cruise ship. And with that, I think I've shown you the best of Riverside Ravel, which is in our opinion a really beautiful ship and a great way to experience river cruising at its very best. Thank you so much for watching this video, whether you're new to the channel or an existing subscriber. Likes and subscribes are very much appreciated, so go on, just do it. So with that, thank you very much and hope to see you again soon.